Yo, what's up, Pisces? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of February 2016. The sun is in Aquarius for the first 3 weeks of February. For you as a Pisces, Aquarius is your 12th house. The 12th house has to do with introspection, it has to do with completions, it has to do with culmination, it has to do with conclusions, and sometimes it has to do with endings, not all the time. The overall theme is more of an introspective type of feeling during this time. So that's for the first 3 weeks of February. The fourth week of February, the sun actually moves into your sign. So then the spotlight is on you in the fourth week of February. So you go through the first 3 weeks of February with more of a introspective feeling, and then all of a sudden the fourth week of February comes along, and now all of a sudden the spotlight is on you. So something to look forward to at the end of the month there. On February 3rd, Mars is in Scorpio. Scorpio is your ninth house of faraway places. It also has to do with your spirituality a little bit, but it's making a positive angle to Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn is your 11th house of friendships. So what's the theme here? February 3rd and on following this event, did you just get back from vacation and maybe you want to communicate that to your friends, and it's being, your trip was really fun and it's being well received? Or are you going on vacation? Maybe you're even going to be going on, if you haven't gone on vacation yet, maybe you are traveling somewhere far away with your friends. So look for that February 3rd and following that date. February 8th, Mars in Scorpio is actually making a challenging aspect to the new moon in Aquarius. So what's going on here? You have the ninth house has to do Mars in your Scorpio. Scorpio for you as a Pisces is your ninth house. That's actually making a challenging aspect to the 12th house, Aquarius, and it could also be looked at not necessarily as a challenging aspect, but these types of aspects could be looked at as transformational. So, the ninth house where Mars currently is in Scorpio is making this transformative aspect with the new moon in Aquarius, which for you, Aquarius, the 12th house also has to do with a little bit with spirituality too. So it looks like there's some sort of like transformative spiritual process. Like, maybe you aren't that versed in astrology, and all of a sudden you watch this video and you're like, wow, this is really interesting. I really want to learn more about this. I'm really captivated. So this may be part of that transformative process. The new moon in Aquarius is going to bring new endings, in the following 6 months. That's what a new moon does. New moons is like a trigger. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be endings. It could be like a development of this spiritual aspect of your life in the following 6 months following the new moon. It could be like things are coming to a conclusion in the 6 months that come after the new moon in Aquarius, and then 6 months down the road there's going to be a full moon in Aquarius, and that's sort of like the culmination of whatever's going to be building after this new moon. So that's kind of how it works. It's like the new moon is the trigger, and it sets off all these new events in whatever area it's in your 12th house. So you're gonna have that full new moon in your 12th house, and then 6 months down the line is a full moon. Whatever's building as a result of the new moon is going to come to fruition 6 months down the road. February 10th, Venus is in Capricorn, and that has to do with your 11th house of friendships, and it's making a positive angle to it's making a positive angle to Jupiter, which is in Virgo. Virgo is your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. So, if you're single, this suggests that, with Venus, the planet of love, in your area of friendships, making a really positive angle to Jupiter, the planet of grand expansion and fortune, it suggests that, there could be some romantic interest that's really catching your attention, and it's amongst your friends. If you're already in a relationship, this aspect is just beautiful for a positive connection in your relationship. On February 22nd, there's a full moon in Virgo in that same area. So once again, Virgo, your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. I mean, sometimes these full moons cause a shakeup. Sometimes people interpret full moons as like challenging or difficult, and it may seem that way up front, but ultimately these full moons are meant to happen because The universe is not out to get you, but it's just like sometimes things just have to change in your one-on-one relationships. The reason why full moons happen is because, things can't continue to go on the way they've been going on. So now the full moon occurs to kind of shake things up and make things better moving forward in your house of one-on-one relationships. So, whether it's with, whoever, think about your one-on-one relationships, whoever you have one-on-one relationships with in your life. I mean, especially like a significant other, if things, have been kind of, challenging, the full moon could maybe shake things around a little bit to make things better going forward. On February 24th, Mercury in Aquarius, Mercury is the planet of communication, and it's making a positive angle to Saturn in Sagittarius, your area of career. So, Aquarius being your 12th house, 12th house has to do with completions. It's like, are you waiting on something to be finalized regarding your career? Maybe you just went on like an interview or something and you're waiting to hear the answer. And, this is a positive aspect. So, this looks like you could get the job. So it's looking pretty good. So there's a connection between something coming to completion in the career aspect of your life there, February 24th. Watch for that and beyond right around that time. But that's all I've got for you now, Pisces. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like, and I will definitely see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.